What's up everybody, it's Kimberly. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are talking about the things that scare guys away. Spooky time of year! These 10 things that I'm gonna tell you are behaviors to avoid because they spook your crush and they just send them right out the door. This week I'm doing a massive giveaway for 4 highlighters from the Fenty Beauty Rihanna collection. They're so gorgeous, you guys, and all you need to do to be entered is be subscribed to my channel here on YouTube and follow me on Instagram here. Alright, you guys, are you ready to prevent scaring your crush away, paralyzed in fear? I think you are. Let's get right into the video. First thing that scares guys away is being super clingy. This happens when you act especially needy of him and even a little bit possessive. This is especially bad if you're not even technically dating. I've texted you 3 times in a row and I haven't heard back. Clingy behaviors include texting too much, demanding a response immediately, and wanting to hang out all the time. Sure, the guy or girl you're seeing should want to spend time with you and should love spending time with you, but they also need time alone or to spend time with their friends. The second thing that scares guys and girls away is going crazy over the top with flirting. I've seen so many examples of people who think they need to be like a grade A seductress to actually just talk to their crush.
Yeah, I totally love hiking too, if you know what I mean.
And this can make the situation so uncomfortable with your crush. It can make them feel like so on the spot and pressured. You guys know I love a good bend and snap, and it's awesome when the opportunity strikes and it's like the right time. But if you're having a conversation and you can't do anything except for like play with your hair and bat your lashes at them, then you have a problem. You're going over the top, and it's best to keep the flirting to a minimum when you're just first starting to get to know someone. The third thing that will make a guy literally run away from you is gunning for commitment way too early in the relationship. We all know at least one girl who goes all bridezilla the moment she decides she has a crush. Labels can be a good thing in a relationship, but they can also really scare people away if they're used too early. Like if you're all like, what are we? And it's only been 1 date? Guys and people in general want to see what it feels like to actually date you before they make a decision, and they want to see that you're actually evaluating them too before you're jumping into anything. So just go in with an open mind and don't try to force a relationship before the time is right. The fourth thing that guys find super unattractive that can make them run for the hills is talking in a little baby voice. In my opinion, this is just a really weird thing to do, but a lot of people do this when they're nervous or when they're trying to seem really cute. But this can come across as so condescending and can actually make you look immature, like you're trying to distract the conversation away from what's actually being said. So show your crush that you're mature enough to handle any conversation and use your normal speaking voice. I don't think that's so hard to do, guys. The fifth thing that will guarantee your crush go bye-bye that will guarantee your crush to go bye-bye is expecting or forcing him to pay. Research actually shows that the general public still thinks that men should pay for a first date, but then anything after that should be split in half. And both guys and girls agree that girls should at least make the gesture to pay for that first date or to split the bill as kind of like a sign of respect for the other person. So whether it is a same-sex or hetero relationship, I also think it's important to consider the person who asked the other person out on the date. The main thing is, guys, you don't want the other person to think that you have all these demands of them so soon in the relationship. The sixth thing that drives guys away is being rude. This could be like talking bad about other girls, being rude to the waitress or the waiter at your restaurant. Rudeness shows off a person's ugliest qualities, and when your crush sees you behaving this way, it is a sign to them of how you are going to act towards them later in the relationship. So just be a nice person. Because that's the kind of person you'd want to be anyway. The seventh thing that is super scary to guys is asking too many questions. So yeah, asking questions is good in the early stages of a relationship, but it's kind of like a dance. You say a little bit about you, and I say a little bit about me, and we go back and forth. If you are the only one asking the questions, your crush is going to feel interrogated and is all of a sudden going to go on the defense. Feeling defensive is not a good feeling for anyone to feel and can literally make someone feel like they want to run out of the room. So even if your crush is making it super hard for you to have a conversation and giving you like one-word answers, you can still lighten the mood and share a little bit about yourself by telling a funny thing that happened to you or a story from your own life. This can lighten the mood and can encourage them to share a little bit about themselves in response. The eighth thing that is super unattractive for guys to hear about is when you're talking about your ex. Ladies and gents, please don't ever do this when you're around your crush. It's just so bad. Talking about your ex can give them the impression that you still have feelings for your ex because you're talking about them, and can even make them think that they're being used to make your ex jealous. Not the impression you want to give. Bringing up past relationships can make this present relationship toxic, so go in with a clean slate and focus on the relationship at hand instead of complaining about the past. The ninth thing that scares guys away that I think is so bad that you should never do is being super controlling over your crush or your new relationship. This happens when you decide you are going to claim all decision-making rights for you and the other person. Things like what you're going to do that night, or who you're going to hang out with, or where are you going to go for dinner. So if the person you're dating says, I'm going to go have a night out with the boys, and you say, say, no you're not, you're staying with me and watching a movie and having dinner, you might be dealing with a little bit of a control issue, so the best way to think of it is to understand it from his perspective. If he ever told you that you couldn't hang out with your friends or have a girls' night out, how the heck would you feel about that? Finally guys, the 10th thing that can scare guys away faster than if you were an actual ghost is putting yourself down. Insulting yourself actually makes it look like you're fishing for compliments or that you actually just have no self-esteem and you need a relationship to make you feel better, which should never be why you enter into a relationship ever. When you spend time with the person you like, you want to put your best self forward, which means if your crush pays you a compliment, accept it and smile and be like, yes, thank you so much. And if they ask you to tell a little bit about yourself, yes, you can talk about your accomplishments without going over the top. You are allowed to be proud of yourself and confident in your own skin, and this can actually impress your crush as well. Alright you guys, so those were my top 10 things that scare guys away. If you have any more that you have learned from experience, leave them in the comments below guys. Do not forget to enter the Rihanna Fenty Beauty highlighter giveaway. It is so good. I'm going to announce the winner on November 29th, my birthday, and all you have to do to be entered is be subscribed to this channel and follow me on Instagram. I love you guys all, and I'll see you next week for another video all about relationships. Bye!